Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez just threw a wild foam party on their $500 million yacht.
This isn't a wedding. It's actually a $48 million power ritual.
I mean, are you kidding me? Come on, Jeff.
Locals in Venice have been protesting for weeks about the upcoming wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez.
Presentation made in Microsoft Paint. That invite is atrocious. Obviously, money can't buy taste or class.
The game, but this is the ugliest wedding invite I have ever seen for someone of this status.
Where it says, please, no gifts.
What do you get when you mix a $500 million yacht, a $50 million wedding, and every A-list celebrity you can name with one of the most controversial billionaire couples in modern history? You get the most tone-deaf, over-the-top, and awkwardly orchestrated wedding in recent memory. A luxury circus in Venice that the internet hasn't stopped dragging since the first silk slipper hit the cobblestones. But beneath the glitz and Vogue covers, there's a storm of fake friendships, messy affairs, PR manipulation, and one woman's decades-long climb from Hollywood extra to Bezos' bride. Let's unravel the mess behind Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez's wedding, and why it's being called a billionaire's cosplay of royalty gone wrong. Who is Lauren Sánchez? Really? Before she was waving to crowds from an Amazon-themed yacht in Venice, Lauren Sánchez was a reporter. Sort of. A former news anchor who famously struggled to read the teleprompter, her career highlights include awkward celebrity interviews and, well, marrying rich. First, she dated NFL star Tony Gonzalez and had a son. Then, she married powerful Hollywood agent Patrick Whitesell, a man worth over $1.9 billion. With Patrick, she had 2 more children and spent over a decade on the Hollywood elite circuit. But that wasn't enough. Jeff Bezos, the richest man on the planet. Their romance? Messy. It reportedly began as an affair, complete with cringy leaked sexts, photos, and even a lawsuit after Lauren's own brother sold their private messages to the tabloids. One text literally read, "I want to breathe you in. I want to kiss your lips. I love you alive, girl." Yeah, that happened. In 2019, Bezos announced his divorce from Mackenzie Scott, just hours before the scandal broke. Mackenzie? She quietly moved on and donated over $19 billion to charity since the split. Lauren? She deleted her Instagram and re-emerged like a Kardashian. Fast forward to 2024, and the couple planned a $50 million wedding on a private island in Venice. It had all the ingredients of a billionaire fantasy. Celebrity guests flown in by 90 private jets, a gray corporate carpet that looked like it was ripped from an Amazon office, and Lauren's wedding dress, more medieval cosplay than Italian chic. Oh, and just wait till you hear who showed up. From Oprah to Kim Kardashian, Sweeney, Leonardo DiCaprio, Orlando Bloom, and even Usher. It was a who's who of people who had no business being in the same room. Many were allegedly paid, or at least had their flights, hotels, and yacht rides covered. Some Reddit users speculated that Bezos might have bought their attendance for clout. Leonardo DiCaprio, who regularly preaches about climate change, tried hiding his face beneath a black cap while arriving by private yacht. The hypocrisy wasn't just obvious, it was painfully laughable. And Kim, she looked completely miserable. No smiles, just stone-cold branding with her drink of the week in hand. Sweeney showed up in a prom-style gown and was later spotted wandering Venice looking hungover, while Orlando Bloom, fresh off a breakup, left the after-party cuddled up to a mystery woman. It gets worse. Themed parties included a foam night on the super yacht and a silk slipper pajama party where guests were gifted, and we're not joking, black Amazon-branded slippers. The men got designer velvet ones. Women, off-the-shelf Amazon basics. Lauren's own wedding post showed 2 staffers, dressed in maid uniforms straight out of The Handmaid's Tale, awkwardly frozen in the background, triggering outrage. One comment read, "Why would you even post this photo? It's dystopian. They look terrified." Another added, "This is giving Hunger Games Capitol meets corporate conference carpet." Even Anna Wintour allegedly stepped down from Vogue just before the wedding. Some speculate she didn't want to sign off on Lauren's cover shoot, a desperate play for legitimacy. So what was the point of all this? Some believe Bezos is rebranding himself, not as a cold CEO, but as a cool guy, a lover, a trendsetter, someone who parties with Kardashians and laughs like a Bond villain. Lauren, she's entering her influencer era. Gone are the old news anchor days. Now it's designer gowns, yacht parties, and PR-backed bestie trips with Katy Perry and Kris Jenner. But despite all the glitter and gossip, one question remains. Was this really love? Or a $50 million campaign to force a new kind of royalty down our throats? Because while the world's burning, healthcare's unaffordable, and people are fighting for food stamps, the 1% just spent enough on a weekend party to feed 2 million people for a month. Public backlash was immediate. One user wrote, "All this wealth and not a single drop of taste." Another said, "This whole wedding feels like cosplay for people who want to be liked, but don't know how." And perhaps the harshest comment of all, "It's not that we hate Lauren for marrying rich. We hate that she's trying to make it a fairy tale when it's clearly a transactional circus." Whether this spectacle will fade or launch Lauren's next chapter, only time will tell. But one thing's certain, you can have all the money in the world and still not buy class. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this was true love or the most expensive PR stunt of the year? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more breakdowns of the rich and reckless.